Record. All right, guys. So this is going to be recorded. I will be uploading this on YouTube as well. Right. So family, the first thing we do, right? The first thing we do is we check forexfactory.com. Right. When we're checking forexfactory.com, you may be asking, well, why do we do that first? Right. The reason we do that is because, right, guys, we want to know what's going on in the world today. Right. We want to know what's going on in the world today. Go ahead and tag Miss Pam so she can hop on this call. But we want to know what's going on in the world today. Right, guys? So as you see here, today is Monday. Right. It is Martin Luther King Day. Right. It is Martin Luther King Day. So guys, understand it is a national holiday in the U.S. Right. It is a national holiday in the U.S. So guys, that means a gray folder. Write this down. If it's a gray folder, we are staying away from that pair. Right. If you see a gray folder, we are staying away from that pair. And look here, guys, it's saying all day. Right. All day. We're going to stay away from the USD. Now, let's scroll down here. We see a red flag. I need you guys to write this down. When you see a red flag, you also stay away from that pair, right? You also stay away from that pair. And as guys, as you can see at 9:45 p.m. Eastern, there is a, a fact, excuse me, on JPY. So of course we would literally stay away from that. All right, guys. So that's the first thing you do. You don't take any trades until you check the news. All right. Step number 2, you come over to your hourglass. I need everyone to take notes. Step number 2, you come over to your hourglass, right? Make sure your strategies is always on market trap, right? Go up here to strategies. Make sure you're on market trap. All right, guys, market trap. Same thing as hourglass, a little bit more detailed, and it actually has the EMA on this, the same indicators as the hourglass, but it also has a few more, which is the EMA. Now, the first thing we're going to do, guys, when we come to hourglass is we're going to go to our alert panel, right? We're going to go to our alert panel and we're going to see a nice setup, right? We're going to look for a nice setup. So I'm going to actually click on one, right, guys? And we're going to walk through this together. All right. So let me just scroll down here to try to get a good setup so we can all look at this together. Okay, just give me 1 second. Look for a good setup. All right, guys. So let's go over to EUR-CHF. EUR-CHF. So, guys, first thing we do is we go to our alert panel. Second thing we do, guys, write this down. We want to know what currency is the highest, right? So looking at EUR and CHF, can anybody tell me which currency is stronger? Is it EUR or is it CHF? Anyone know? All right, Kevin, which currency is stronger, Kevin? Look at the screen. EUR or CHF? Good job. EUR. EUR is 53. CHF is 28, right? 53 is higher than 28, right? So once you identify that, right, I need you to go ahead and drop, write a 1 on your paper because that's your first point, right? Now, the second point, I need you to ask yourself, this is confirmation number 2, write this down. Do I have the correct arrow? I need everyone to write that down. Do I have the correct arrow? Now, how do you determine if you have the correct arrow? Everyone write this down. When the first currency is stronger, I'm looking for an up arrow. All right, write that down. When the first currency is stronger, I'm looking for an up arrow. When the second currency is stronger, I'm looking for a down arrow. All right. When the second currency is stronger, I'm looking for a down arrow. As you can see, our arrows are a little off here, not really sure what's going on. But based on what we have, do we have the correct arrow? Yes or no? Yes, because EUR is stronger. So by EUR being stronger, we know we need an up arrow, and we have it. All right. Now I need you guys to write this down. Confirmation number 3. This is very important. Confirmation number 3. I want you guys to ask yourself before you go into this confirmation, right? What color is associated with a up arrow? What color is associated with an up arrow? Does anyone know? What color is associated with an up arrow? Green. Correct, Tashana. Green. So what we're going to do here, we're going to zoom in and look at confirmation number 3. Now, Tashana said, Jasmine said that the green, the up arrow is associated with the color green. So guys, we're only looking for green confirmations moving forward. I need you guys to really let that sink in, right? We're only looking for green confirmations moving forward. Now, I need you guys to answer this question looking at our current candle, right? Did this candle touch our green line? Did this candle touch our green line, family? This candle here, did it come down and wick and touch our green line? Very hard to tell. I see a little gap there. Doesn't look like it quite touched. It almost touched, but it didn't, right? So we're still at our 2 points, right? So that is confirmation number 3. If we're looking for an up arrow, we know that the green color is associated with an up arrow. So we need to determine, did our candle touch the green line? Did our candle touch the green line? Right, guys? And as you can see, it was very close, but I don't think it touched. I don't think it touched, guys. Okay, so that is a no. Confirmation number 4. I need everyone to follow along. Confirmation number 4. All right. You see these red lines up here and these green lines. Those are called Bollinger Bands. Bollinger Bands. So I need you guys to ask yourself this question. Did this candle, because this is currently our current candle, I know we're learning, this is a live setup, so it is moving, but did this candle come down, right, guys, and touch our green bands? Yes or no? Did this candle come down and touch these green bands? No, no, right? So we're still at 2 points. All right, so let's recap the first 4 points. Point number 1, alert panel. Determine the currency that is the strongest. All right, determine the currency that is the strongest. We said EUR is the strongest, right? So we know that we're looking for an up arrow. As you can see, guys, it did kind of move, but we did have the up arrow at the top. So let's, just go back to, training. We did have an up arrow. This is a live trade, so it is moving. But I need you guys to focus on that candle, that arrow that we had, right, when we were looking at this setup. And we did have the right arrow, right, guys, which is 2 points. The right arrow is an up arrow. Confirmation number 3. Did this candle touch our green line? All right, it looked like it's touching now, guys, but at the time, it was not touching, right? Confirmation number 4. Did this candle touch our green bands? No, it did not. We're still at 2 points. Before we move on to the next 3 points, does everyone understand the first 4 confirmations? I don't want to move on until you understand the first 4 confirmations. Can I get a yes or no in the chat? All right, Kevin said yes. Tashana said yes. All right, anyone else? Anyone else? Do I need to go back over? Just those 2 say yes. All right. Okay, so we're going to just move on. All right, guys, because I didn't see a no, so we can definitely go back. Now, let's go ahead and go to confirmation number 5. Now, what I'm going to do, since we are learning, and I know the market is moving, I'm going to actually draw a line right? Because that is the point we were currently looking at, right? Keep in mind, this is a live trade, so it is going to move. Now, you guys told me that we were looking for an up arrow. So I need you guys to write this down. When you're looking for an up arrow, you're looking for a cross up. I need everyone to follow my cursor. What is a cross up? The RSI stochastic line going below the green line and crossing up. That is a cross up. If I'm looking for a down arrow, which is a put, I'm looking for a cross down. Follow my cursor. What is a cross down? The RSI stochastic line going above the red and crossing down, right? Going above the red and crossing down. Now, guys, in this instant, I need everyone to focus up. In this instant, we were looking for a cross up. Did this black line go below the green and cross up? No, we're still at 2 points. Let me repeat. Did this black line go below the green at this point and cross up? Yes or no, guys? No, we're still at 2 points. Let's go down here to our other line, right? Same thing. Did this line, didn't even go below, did this line, guys, go below the green and cross up? That is obviously no, right? So we're at 2 points, right? So you may be saying, well, they're telling us we're at 3 points, B. Where's the other point? Right, guys, I need you to look at this EMA. All right, let me go ahead and delete that yellow line. The EMA is the black line. I need everyone to look at the EMA. If we are looking for an up arrow, we're looking for price, which is our candle, to be above the EMA. Is price above the EMA? Is price above this black line, guys? Yes, that is an extra point. So based on what we saw today, how many points do we have? How many points, guys? 3. Very good. Very good. We're going to go through another setup. Then I'm going to pick on everyone one by one. And you're going to walk us through a nice trade. Right? So I need you guys to really look at your notes. And I need you to really, really focus up. Now, look here, guys. When we have a currency that is not at least 10 points apiece, we do not consider the trade. So look here, EUR USD. We have 53 versus 49. Is that at least 10 points apiece, guys? 53 and 49? No. No, right? It looks like it's just moving right now. So it is giving us a 10 point right now, 10 points apiece right now. Guys, so we're going to just consider that this is going to stay at 59 and 44. Remember, this is a live trade, so it is going to move, but we are really practicing and learning this. So guys, let's look here. EUR USD. Now keep in mind, guys, we have news on the USD all day. Should we be looking at this? Should we be looking at EUR USD? If we have news, right, USD, should we be considering EUR USD? Jasmine said no. Kevin said no. Correct. Right? So we're going to make sure we, follow, right? Follow what we learn. All right? So let me look for a good setup, and we're going to go ahead and go through this together again. All right? After that, I'm going to call on you guys one by one, and you're going to walk us through a nice setup. Okay? So everyone focus up. Go ahead and go up. All right. I need everyone to come over to AUD CHF. AUD CHF. Tashana, if you can be so kind, Queen, unmute yourself and walk us through this. Walk us through this setup. Let us know what's going on. Let us know, should we even consider it? Should we take it? Take it away, Queen.
Okay, give me a second.
Take your time.
Okay, so the very first thing, first point, currency is the first currency is the highest, which is odd. So
Very
that's your
good.
first point.
Very good. Now, are we
Um,
looking for an up arrow or a down arrow since
we're
odd is the
looking
strongest?
we're looking for the up arrow, and
Very
the
good.
second confirmation would be that we do have a green call up arrow,
Very good,
right?
Tashana.
Because it is your okay. So then um
So let's use this as
ooh,
our current candle right quick, okay? Only because you know the
okay.
arrows are a little off. Now, did this candle touch our green line, Tashana?
It looks like it did.
It did. So how
Yeah.
many points
So
do we have, Queen?
so that's three right there.
Very good. Let's come
That's
down here,
three.
Tashana.
It didn't hit the Bollinger Band, so I
Very
would say
good.
no. So we're still
Very
at
good.
three.
Very good. Let's draw our line. Let's draw our line, right? We're gonna draw our line. All right, let's come down here to Shanna.
Okay. And right now, it is not, we don't have the what you call it, the crossover?
The cross up just yet,
The
but it
cross
is
up,
setting
not
up.
just yet, but it's
Mhm.
setting up for a cross up.
Very
So
good,
we still
Tashana.
only at three confirmations.
Very good. Let's go down here. What about this one?
Nope. We still
Very good.
we're still waiting.
Very good. Now, this one here is definitely looking like it is going to be setting up very, very soon. So of course that would be a nice, trade we would keep an eye on. That would kind of get us to a nice 4 points once that sets up. We also have, look at our EMA. This is very close now. This is very close.
Mhm.
However, is price above? Should price be above or below the EMA?
It should be above, which that would give us the 4 points.
Very good. Very good. And we have price above. Very
Right.
good, Tashana. Very good, guys. Let's drop some fire in the chat for Tashana. She said, hey, I'm going to be a sniper. I got this. Very, very good, Tashana. Very good. Let's drop some fire in the chat for her, guys. All right, let's go ahead and,
Thank you.
definitely
Thank you.
celebrate. Absolutely. Want to celebrate individuals, guys, when they do great, right? So we appreciate that, Tashana. Now,
Thank you.
absolutely. Now, the next person we're going to pick on is Mr. Kevin. So, Kevin, we're going to pick on you next. We're going to go to another setup here, Kevin, and I want you to walk us through what's going on, what you see, and let us know if this is a good trade to even consider. Okay. So let me try to find one for you, Kev. Give me 1 second, buddy. All right. Nothing's setting up just yet. So I may have to find one that's not a good setup, and you can explain to us why it's not a good setup. So, Kev, let's go over to GBP AUD, Kev. Go ahead and walk us through what's going on here.
So AUD is stronger, so we're looking for the down arrow.
Mm-hmm. Do we have a down arrow, Kev?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Now, what color is associated with a down arrow, Kev?
Red.
So what color confirmations are we only concerned about moving forward?
Red.
Very good. Did this candle touch our red? And we're using, guys, the reason I'm using the candle that the arrow is on is because this is a live trade. It is moving, right? And I do see a delay in the arrow, guys, but we're going to go ahead and keep this thing going. So, Kev, did this candle touch that red line?
Yes.
Yes, Kev. Very good. So how many points do we have so far?
That's 3.
All right. We got 1, 2, 3. Very good, Kev. Now, what's the next confirmation?
It's hitting the Bollinger Band.
It is. So how many points is that, Kev?
4.
4. Very good. Let's go down here. Let's draw our line, right? This is a line, a live trade. Let's draw a line right here. Now, Kev, talk to us about what's going on. You said we got 4 so far. So talk to us about what's going on down here with the RSI stochastic. Now, remember, Kev, we wanted that cross down. So we got a red, just switched on us. But either way, we got a red arrow, right, Kev? So what we wanted was, we wanted this to go above the red to cross down. Look here, Kev, do we have that?
No.
No, no. Now, right here, we got to cross down, right? But you can see it hesitated and went right back up. Okay, but it didn't get there just yet. It may go in that direction, but we can't confirm that just yet, right, Kev?
Nope.
Very good. Now, let's come down here. Now, same thing applies. Same thing applies. Do we have this line going above the red and crossing down?
No, not yet.
No, no. So how many points are we at right now, Kev?
Still 4.
We're at 4, right? So we look at this current candle right here. As you can see, the candle has gone below the EMA, right? The candle has gone below that EMA. Now, based on what you're telling me, AUD is stronger. Do we want price above or below the EMA?
Below the EMA.
Below. And as you can see, it is inching there. Even on this candle, the one that we were looking at currently, if we zoom in, as you can see, Kev, it was very close to that thing really crossing below that EMA, right? So as you can see, we're definitely going to get that 5th confirmation literally within the next minute, guys. You're going to see price drop below that EMA, right? So based on what we know, Kev, I mean, this is like a 4-point trade just yet. We just waiting for that EMA to drop down to kind of give us total confirmation. We do see that price below that EMA, right? We do see it, but I want to see more consistency. But anyway, would we take this trade, Kevin? Would this be one that you would take?
No.
No, no. The reason I don't want to take is because these lines right down here, I really look at the RSI stochastic as a very important indicator, right? So when I don't have the cross up or the cross down, guys, right, I really don't consider taking it because that lets you know the direction of the trend. Write that down. Your RSI and your stochastic, so your RSI is letting you know the direction that the trend is going. Your stochastic is literally a copycat, right? What does that mean? The stochastic does exactly what the RSI does. It tries to copy it, right? You ever had a little sister or a little brother that tried to copy everything you do? Think of the stochastic that way. It just tries to copy the big boy, which is the RSI. All right. So guys, I love to see my RSI. That is really one confirmation I definitely need to see, my RSI. Also, guys, I always have to have the right arrow. Always, family, definitely have to touch support or resistance. That is a very important confirmation for me as well. Right, guys? And as you see here, look, Kev, wow, you see that price is getting ready to go below that EMA. It's not really consistent right now, but we know, as you can see, that price is getting ready to tank below that EMA. All right. Let's go to the
No,
1
wait,
minute.
wait, I
Go
got
ahead.
a question.
Absolutely.
You see that S? You see that S at the bottom when you put the line?
Very
Isn't that
good. There
considered
we
a point
go.
as well?
Very good. Very good. So that's an additional indicator as well. So the S means oversold. Good question, Kev. The S means oversold. The B means overbrought, right? So let's examine this. Let's actually go ahead and click on this. As you can see with this red, right? Above the S, what do we have? A big what candle? Red candle. Do you see that? Look above the S, right above the S. Do we have a big red candle? Kev, are you there?
Oh, yeah, my fault. I muted myself.
Okay.
I had to cough real quick.
Okay, you're good. Now, I want you to look down here as well. So that means it's oversold. I want you to look down here as well. As you see, this is the candle we're looking at. Right here, Kev, don't we see that line literally tanking below the red? See
Yep.
that? Right? It's telling us that we're in literally a downward trend, right? Also, look here, Kev, that thing really was tanking, right? Above that S, below the S. So look here, the S means that you're going to see an oversold. That means it's a tremendous red candle, like a big red candle, or a tremendous drop in the RSI, right? Tremendous drop in the RSI, meaning you should not be confused of the direction of that trend, because we just understand that it is an oversold trend. Now, let's come over here and look here. Let's draw a line, right? Because I want you to see the overbrought. All right. Now, on this overbrought, let's come down here. Wow. On this overbrought, you see that cross up? Don't we have that thing tremendously going up? You see it? Tremendously going up. That's telling us it's an upward trend, right? Overbrought, right? We had that cross up, and what happened, Kev? It shot to the sky. See that, right? With no hesitation. All right. No hesitation. Let's go down here as well. Right? Look here again, Kev. Went below and shot what? Up to the sky. Just shot up to the sky, man. No hesitation. Okay. Now let's go up here in this column and let's see. We did have a blue candle, not a tremendous blue candle, but we do have our price right above our EMA, right? Right above that
Yeah.
EMA, right? So, wow, look at this, Kev, look at that blue. So we should be expecting a B here very soon. We should be expecting a B here. Look at that. Look at that. Now, let's go ahead and look down here. All right, we don't have, it did not cross up though. That's the only thing. We do see it going to the sky, right, Kev? But did it cross below that green and shoot up?
No.
No. It literally shot up in the middle. You see that? Shot up in the middle right here. Okay, so I like to see my RSI stochastic look pretty. And you know, as of this one, it doesn't really look pretty because we don't have that green line going above. All right, but anyway, great question. That is a great question, Kev. Now we're gonna see who we got next. We're gonna go ahead and pick on Jazz. Jazz is gonna walk us through our next setup. Jazz is gonna walk us through. Now let's see if we can pick a good one for you, Jazz. The market still kind of consolidated.
Okay, give me 1 minute, Johnny.
Okay. Now we're gonna look at AUD USD. AUD USD. Talk us through this one, Jazz. What are we looking at?
Honestly, we shouldn't be looking at AUD USD, right? Because USD had a great
Absolutely.
closing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Tell us why. Tell us why we shouldn't look at this one, Jazz.
For one, it's a holiday. Hold up, Jaylee. I'm trying to do something cheap. Like it's a holiday for one, and then whenever you have news on like certain pairs, you don't want to look at them. You want to avoid them the best you can. You call me? I look and see. And I mean, if we were to take it, we'd be looking for a put. But I mean, like you don't want to look at pairs where it's a holiday on it like that.
Okay. So let's walk through this one, Jazz. So based on our currency, we're looking for an up or down arrow here.
Like a down, we should supposed to be looking for a down arrow, but it's not. It's giving us a green arrow.
Very good, Jazz. Very good. So we don't have that up arrow, that down arrow. Now let's actually zoom in here, Jazz. So you said we're looking for a down arrow. What color is associated with a down arrow?
Down arrow will be red.
Very good. Now, Jazz, looking at this candle, since it is a moving market, let's go here and put our line here. Looking at this candle, Jazz, did this candle come up and hit that red line?
That one didn't.
No. Now, as you can see here, Jazz, it literally formed a new support and resistance. Look here, it formed a new support and resistance, right? Did it come and hit this red line?
It did, and went past it.
It did. Now, look here, Jazz, look at our Bollinger Bands. Did this candle touch our red bands?
Oh, no.
No. Look at our price. Is our price below the black EMA?
Yeah, it's below it.
Yep. Very good. Now, let's come down here to the RSI stochastic. Now, wow, look here, Jazz. We should have gotten that to look like this, right? Go above the red and cross down. Did it happen?
No.
Nowhere near. Very good, Jazz. Now let's go down here to the last confirmation again. Did it happen? Did it give us a cross down here?
Nah, that's way off.
Very good. Very good, Jazz. Let's just go ahead and drop some fire in the chat for Jazz. Good job, guys. So we're going to go ahead and call out another setup, right? We're going to go ahead and call out another pair. Guys, let's drop some fire in the chat for Jazz. All right, let's go ahead and celebrate, guys, because, you know, a lot of people, you know, don't understand, right, this skill set. And you guys are on this call really taking this thing serious, right? So I'm going to go ahead and go through just, you know, a few other setups, guys, see what we can find here. Definitely make sure you're not trading right now. As you can see, the market, you know, isn't really the best. Wait till, you know, sessions tonight at midnight, guys. You know, I'll definitely be up there with you guys tonight. I was traveling last night, so I was not able to make it, but I will be locked in tonight, guys, with you guys. So let's come down here and see. Let's see if we can even get a perfect setup. So we're looking at the CAD CHF, guys. So I'm actually going to call this on our practice account. Guys, if you can go ahead and get set up CAD CHF. I'm going to be taking this, guys, on our practice account. Payout is very, very low. Let's see. So our pocket option number is 163. It's like a 5 pip difference, right? So guys, what I would want is 50 and below green button, 50 and below green button. We might have missed it. 50 and below, might have missed it. If it goes back down, we will take it, right? Anybody take the 50? I think it went to the 57. Anybody snatch that 57? We wanted a 50 and below green button, guys. As you can see, if we would have taken that 50 and below right here, we would have been in crazy profits, Guys, we're going to go in. I'm going to go in and take, we're on a practice account, by the way. So I'm taking it. There we go. Boom. I got in for, that should have been a 3-minute trade, by the way. So I'm going to take it again. It is a 3-minute trade. So guys, let's explain, right? Why we went in and took this for 50 and below, right? So the reason we took this for 50 and below, guys, right? We see CAD is stronger. That's the first point, right? Let's zoom in on this. We also see, right, that our candle, wow, the candle is tanking right now. A new support and resistance is going to form. Now, we also see that we have a right arrow. We see CAD is stronger. We're looking for an up arrow. Guys, make sure you did take that on your practice account. As you can see, like I said, do not be live trading right now. The market is moving a little funky. Just wait for live sessions tonight. But understand why we took this, right? So we see that we do have the right arrow. That is point number 2, right, guys? We do see that this candle did touch our green support line. That is point number 3. We do not see the candle, right, coming down, touching our Bollinger Bands, right? So we're still at point number 3. Now, let's come down here, right? With that being said, guys, we want a cross up. Do we have a cross up? Yes. It went below the green and crossed up. That was a great trade, right? It's going to go ahead and set back up, right, guys? But we need that consistency. So when you see me on calls and you hear me talk about consistency, right, I want to see that consistency. I want to see that black line shoot up above that that green line, right, guys? We did see it. It did bounce back down, right, guys? But, you know, as of right now, currently, it is not confirmed, right? But I do see that definitely setting up in the next 30 seconds, 15 seconds, excuse me. Now, let's come down here. Guys, wow, look, it's literally shot below the green, right, guys? So we can only anticipate that this thing is going to shoot up, right, guys? So literally might have gotten in a little too early, right? So that means literally right now, we're on a practice. Right now is the time to get in. So 19, that would be 20 and below green button. And it just took a 21, it's practice account, I don't care. So right, guys, we 20 and below green button, I'm taking another entry. All right, so the reason we can tell we get a little too fast, right, guys, because we got in right here, but it went right back in a downward trend, right? Also, guys, as you can see, right, we see that this candle literally shot below the green. We see that price is now below the EMA. Guys, that is important. Also, look here on our alert panel. That thing is, price just switched on us, guys. Look, and look, the currencies are so close. So that means that it could go in any direction, right? It can go in any direction. So price is just moving a little too fast, a little funky right now. So I'm definitely not trading on my race options. Let's go over here and see what's going on. So we did take the 12 entry. I think 12 entry was the best entry I got. So we are in profit on that 12 entry. These weren't so good entries. 23 might have gotten in too fast on that 23 and the 21 entry. All right. So we are seeing a push up. So the next thing we do, we come to our 1 minute, right? We are getting a blue candle on that 1 minute. There we go. We are getting a push up. Look here, guys. Now I need consistency here. I need consistency. So let me draw a line to what I want to see, right? Let me go ahead and draw this trend line. I want to see like that. That's what I want to see, right? When I say consistency, I want to see that. I want to see, you see the black line right now, it's not being consistent. I need that black line to get in coordinates with this line. I need that black line to get in coordinates with this line. Let me see, somebody just put some in the chat. You just clear. Let me check mine. Did I clear? Yeah, we're in profit, man. Yeah, we're in profit on it. We got in too early, Kevin, on that 20 entry. You understand? So look here, Kevin. Do you understand why we got in early? Look here. There we go. There we go. Good job, guys. The thing just shot up. So we are in profit on all three. So we should have gotten in the entry we got in here, guys. It was the 20 and below was the number. 20 and below was the number. We're in profit on all three here right now. Let's go ahead and go back to the teaching. Now, as you guys can see, when I say consistency, you see how that black line shot up? That's what I love to see. That's what I love to see. That lets me know we're about to clear a big bag. All right, now let's go down here as well. Look at that, guys. It shot up, right? But we want to make sure we keep that consistency. So let's go ahead and draw our trend line, right? Because that consistency is that, right? Let me go ahead and just delete that. Put a new trend line. All right. I love drawing these trend lines, guys. See, look what happened. See, we're not getting that consistency, guys. Look, it went up and look at what happened. It's playing around. It's playing around, right? I like to see the consistency. When it's not consistent, I don't like it, right? Look, guys, it's playing around. So why is this thing shooting back down? Let's see what's going on. We see that a red candle. See, did we clear that out? All right, we seeing that a red candle. Yeah, we clear. So we're seeing that a red candle is now forming on our 1 minute, right? So guys, I use the 1 minute to know what's going on the 5 minute. So as you can see, it's still a downward trend, right? Still a downward trend. Let's go over here. We see that CAD is still stronger. That's the thing. CAD is still stronger, right? It's just so close, guys. Look at the currency, right? We would never take that on a live account. It's just too close. All right, but let's see. Are we getting any consistency? No, it's going total opposite. Let's go to the 5 minute. Total opposite. Right, guys, the consistency has broken. Right, price is at 01. See, 01 right now. Right, so we got in and we got out. We took that 15, that 21, and that 23, and we literally cleared at the last minute. That was literally a kind of gamble trade, because really on our live account, the reason we would not have taken that is because when we saw the currencies getting too close, we would have said, okay, no, we're not taking it, right? But of course, we're practicing on our practice. Nobody should be on a live account. All right, so let's go ahead and look at a few more other setups, guys. Let's kind of walk through it as well. We want to see what's going on. Let's walk through it, guys. Let's go ahead and delete these lines too. All right. So normally around this time, 10 o'clock, I don't really like trading around this time. This is like in between the Asian. Oh, okay. So EUR AUD was kind of looking like it was setting up, but it needs to take a little bit more. So let's look at one more, guys. Let's look at one more. I'm not going to hold you too long, but let's look at one more, guys. All right, let's look at this Euro JPY. All right, let's look at this Euro JPY. All right, guys, I'm actually going to go to the 1 minute. I want to confirm this thing on the 1 minute. 1 minute's already shot up. All right, 1 minute's already shot up. It's telling us to get ready to shoot up. Right, so I'm going to go ahead and get on this on our practice account, EUR JPY, right before it shoots up. Practice account, guys, practice account, EUR JPY, market's moving funky, practice account. Now, we got 962 is our price. So at the same price right now, I'm going to get in, guys, right now, 63 for green button, 63 for green button. Now, the price I would have called out, guys, live account is spiked down here. The best price was 43, all right? But our green line is at a 59. So you add 3 points because the currency difference, 63. So, guys, we are in profit on this Euro JPY. So let's talk about it, right? So point number one, right? EUR is stronger, right, guys? EUR is stronger. So that's 1 point. Point number two, do we have the correct arrow, guys? Yes. All right. Now that we have the correct arrow, what color is associated with the correct arrow? Green, right, guys? Did that candle, our current candle, touch the green line? Yes, it did, right? Confirmation number three. Did this candle touch our Bollinger Bands? No, right? Now let's draw our line, right? And it's okay if you got to still draw your lines, guys. All right, draw your line, right? Now let's look here. Did this candle is crossing up, but it's not there yet. See, it crossed right here. Look here, guys. It gave us this cross right here. All right. It psyched us, went back down, and finally shot up. Now, what we want to do is we want to draw our trend line, because I like to see what, guys? Consistency, right? We like to see consistency. We don't like to see that thing go up then come down. We like to see consistent. I don't know why it's doing that. All right, either way, guys, you get it. So right here, I'm going to put this orange. We like to see consistency. All right. So as long as that black line continues to shoot up the way our trend line I just drew here looks, that is a beautiful setup for us. All right. We want to see consistency. Same here, guys. Right. As long as it continues what it's doing, right? That is a perfect setup for us, right? See here, it's a perfect setup. You go ahead and delete that line so I don't confuse you. But I want you to see here, guys. See what it's doing as long as it continues to go up. That is beautiful to me. And even, guys, when you look at our stochastic, you'll see that the stochastic, excuse me, literally gave us a cross up. Look here, Kev. It actually gave us a cross up, buddy. It went below the green. And what did it do, Kev? Cross up, right? It looks like it's looking consistent. Let's go to our accounts. Guys, we're in profits right now. How are you guys looking on that practice account on your 63? I know you guys, Kev, you took that 63. Jazz, you took the 63. All right. You guys should be at profits on that. Now, let's go to our 1 minute. Make sure it's coinciding with our 5 minute. All right, a 1 minute is telling us it's getting ready to take, right? The 1 minute saying it's getting ready to drop, right? We're getting a red candle on that 1 minute, guys, right? We also just got a cross down on the 1 minute, right? So that means let's hurry up and get out of this trade, right? We got about 17 seconds left, guys. So we are, we're fairly good. So I definitely want to open the floor for any questions, guys. I know I had you up here for almost an hour. I know you guys are getting ready for live sessions in about an hour. I want to open the floor for questions. Do you feel more comfortable, guys, now that you've completed the training? Do you understand what's going on now? Yes. Okay. Kev said yes. Anybody else? Let me get some feedback, guys. Tashana?
For me, B, pretty much I understand like the confirmations, but I get confused or a little mixed up when you're finding the number.
Very good. Very good.
It's like how do you get the number?
Very good. So we get the number. We use support and resistance. All right. So look at this candle right here. And let's go to EURJPY. Now, EURJPY, looking at EURJPY, so we know that EUR is stronger, right, Tashana?
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay. So let's look at, it's moving right now. I'm going to wait 3 seconds for this new candle to form. Okay. New candle right there. Boom. Okay. So we see EUR is stronger, right? So we know that, we're looking for that blue candle. Now,
Right.
With that being said, Tashana, did this blue candle touch our green line?
No. Well,
Thank
yes,
you.
it did. Yes, I'm sorry. I didn't see the line. Yes, it did. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it did.
Now, that would have been the perfect point to get into, Shauna. So we would have got in at 960 and below. Because as you can see, look to the far right. Look,
Okay.
when I put my cursor on that support line, what's the last 3 numbers?
960.
960. What is price right now? Look at the blue line above. What is price right now?
08.
005. Right. So
Yes.
would we have been in profit if we would have
Yes.
gotten in at the 960?
Yes.
Very good, Tashana. So we use support and resistance to determine. Now, if price shoots below support, for an example, look here, Tashana. Now, if we would have gone in, so look here, you see the, what is that? Support line is like a 960, but look here, Tashana, that price actually touched 938. Wouldn't the 938 have been the best entry?
Yes.
Very good. Because even if price would have stopped at the 960, we would have still been in profit. Okay. So you use support and resistance to determine your number. If you're looking for a up arrow, right, and you're using that support line, which is our green line, and you see
Gotcha.
and you see the candle has gone below the support line, you're going to that wick, right? You're looking at that wick, and that is your best entry.
Okay. Gotcha.
Very good. Good questions. Very good questions. Any other questions, guys, before I end it? I want to make sure we're good to go. Any other questions? If you don't understand, let me know. I do these trainings 3 times a week, right? And I want to get some more snipers here so that you guys can start duplicating me, right, on the trainings, right? That's how I know we're understanding, right? When I got somebody to step up and say, hey, B, I'm ready to host Hourglass Trade. Right, of course, I'm going to be up there with you. You're not going to be by yourself, but that's how I know this is really working, right? When I'm able to see people really step up and call out trades and do the strategy, that's how I know what I'm doing is working. So guys, let me know if you have any questions, guys, before we end it. Any questions?
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kevin.
Go ahead, Kevin. Okay.
Oh, this is Ron. Hey,
Okay,
B.
Ron. Hey,
How you
Mr.
doing?
Ron.
Hey, I was glad to see you made it back safely.
Thank
Hey,
you.
so how do you determine how much time?
Very good question. That is a great question. So the strategy, the hourglass strategy, is a 3-minute strategy. That's
Right.
just the strategy. It's a 3-minute strategy,
Okay.
right? Now, once you become a sniper, I mean, really able to understand the hourglass, you can come over to the 1 minute trade, a 1 minute chart, and apply all confirmations to the 1 minute and still get in for a 60-second entry
Okay.
using support, right? Support line and resistance. So right here, Kev. So let me ask you this, Kev. Let's say this was our current candle. I'm gonna draw a line on this, right? I need everyone to listen. This is a good question. Let's say this is our current candle, Kev. All right. Now, as you see, right, I'm gonna draw a green line for not Kev. I'm sorry, Ron. I'm
No,
gonna
that's all
draw.
right. We know.
Okay, I'm gonna draw a green line here, Ron, because that's gonna identify that as our support line. Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what I need you to look at right here, Kev, do you see how that wick went below the green line and touch our Bollinger Bands?
Yes.
Okay. Let me ask you this. What would have been the price we would have gotten in that? Would it have been 935
935.
and below?
Yeah,
935 and
935 and
below?
below. Right.
Or 962 and below?
935.
Very
No,
good.
yeah, 935 because it went
Right.
back way
It
past
went
that.
below. It went below, Kev. Now, Kev, I need you to look. I'm sorry, Mr. Ron.
That's
Mr.
all right.
Ron,
Don't worry.
I need you to look at this candle now, Mr. Ron.
All
As
right.
you see, so the blue candle touched support line. What would have been the entry at this candle?
959.
Right,
9.
959, 961. Very good.
Right.
Very good. Now, Mr. Ron, why did we choose 939 over here versus 961 for this candle?
Oh, now you'll have to answer that one for me because I'm at a loss on that one.
It's okay. It's okay. Tashana, let's help him out, Tashana. Why?
Because the wick went lower than the 961, it went down. So you start at the bottom of the wick.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So remember, Mr. Ryan, we use support and resistance to identify the last 3 numbers to get in on the price. However,
That's right.
if we see the candle, right, go above resistance or the candle go below support, we're going to use that wick as our entry point. Does that make sense?
All right. Now the green line, I just came in late. So the green line is your support line.
Correct.
And then the resistance line is
your red line.
The red line.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct, Mr. Ryan. So I know you're at work or probably working, Mr. Ron. We're gonna do this again tomorrow. Don't worry. How's everything going along with you, Mr. Ron? Are you live trading now?
No, man. They got my funds held up till 31st of January. Can you believe that?
Okay. So do you want me to fund the account for you, Mr. Ron, so you can make some money, or what do you want to do? You want to keep waiting?
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait I'll wait till. Hey,
You're
it's
a
all
patient guy, man.
Hey,
You're a patient guy.
Hey, you know what? Hey, what's for me, the Lord will give to me.
There you go.
That's right.
There you go. There you go. That must be a sign, man. That means when you take your first trade, you're gonna get a nice $50-$100 profit. That's a sign. Because that means you're gonna continue to learn. What you're doing is you're learning. Are you still hopping on the sessions and at least taking them on your practice account and practicing?
Oh yeah.
So you're getting better at this. Is that right, Mr. Ryan?
A little bit.
Good job.
Hey,
Good job, Mr. Ryan.
Yeah, I even been practicing when the sessions aren't there. Just going on the what's the thing called?
Pocket option.
Pocket. Yeah, pocket option, and just playing around with it myself.
So what I want you guys to do also, I want you guys to go to your Go Live, right? That's good, Mr. Ron. And that's what's going to help you get to, that sniper status. It's going to help you be able to call out. Because my goal is to have 70% of my team be independent traders. What does that mean? 70% of individuals know how to call their own trades. 70% of individuals know how to do hourglass training. 70% of individuals can become snipers on a live trading call. That's what I want. Right.
So let me ask you this. So the hourglass. So I'm having, how do I get that screen, the hourglass screen that you just had up? How do I get to that? You sent, I asked you the other day and you sent, and I went and looked for it and I couldn't locate it.
Are you an HFX student or an elite student?
Elite?
Oh, you should have it then, Mr. Ryan. You go to your strategies.
Right.
And when you, so
right now I see where go ahead. I'm sorry. I'll watch.
No,
you.
go ahead, Mr. Ryan. What do you see right now?
Oh, right now I'm just looking at your at the because I'm in Telegraph, just looking at your screen here. I'm not signed in.
Go ahead and log into your IM.Center and go to strategies.
All right, give me just a second. I'll get that done.
Take your time. And while Mr. Ron is doing that, guys, I want to leave you with this. I want everyone to take a look at Dr. Joshua Lee and Brandon Boyd. I want everyone to take a look, click on this educator. Now, what I want you to do, I want everyone to go to favorite sessions. Everyone pay attention. Everyone go to favorite sessions, right? And what I want you guys to do is I want everyone to look at HFX. I'm sorry, right here. I want everyone to look at HFX Hourglass updates and overview. I want you to really study this. It's a 30-minute video, right? And they're breaking down the hourglass, guys, just like we just did. I want to see if they have another one up here. I'm actually going to, I'm still a student too. Until I hit $1 million, guys, I'm still going to be a student. I might be looking at that video tonight myself. And kind of just mark up some charts. So what I want you guys to do is come over here and go to HFX Hourglass Updates and Overview. This is under the favorite videos, Dr. Joshua Lee and Brandon Boyd favorite sessions, right? We're going to click on that. And guys, in this video, they're going to literally explain to you, how to use the strategy.
We have.
All right. See, as you see these guys,
I'll never be as good as this other, and work on this on the side. That's what I did personally. It took me 3 full years before I could transition.
Okay, you said go to
them.
Go to.
Okay, so when you
go out.
Yep, when you go ahead, Mr. Ron. So click on strategies. When you click on strategies, do you see HFX Academy?
Just a second. Let me see where I am. So do I go? I don't go to the IM Center, right?
Yes, you go to IM.Center.
And
now click on your strategies.
Okay, so all I have here, I've just got these little icons on the left of the page.
So I think it's the 4th icon. It should say like
I got a calendar. Oh, you know what? It's a little book, isn't it? Let me see if I see it. Hold on just a second. I'm looking at the menu here, so I don't see anything on the menu. So I'm clicking on selecting IM.Center. And let me look at this little. So
does anybody have the icons on their tablet or something that can help Mr. Ron? I have mine actually written out. Anybody have icons? What you see, Mr. Ron?
Yeah, I just clicked on that little, looks like a little booklet icon. It's got academies. Okay, so it's giving me.
So it's not academies. It's not that one. So what I want you to do is go below that one. What's the other icon below that? I think
the
strategies.
The next one's a calendar.
Okay. So I think strategies should be underneath the globe. Do you see like a globe?
Yeah, I got the globe.
Okay, what's underneath the globe?
And let me see, it's like 2 little pages. Let me see what that is. Hold on just a second. Right underneath the globe is there you go, strategies. Okay. And it's got, it has strategies handbook. It's a strategies handbook. And then right underneath
now click on HFX Academy. Do you see HFX?
Now what it has listed is DCX Exchange, DCX Leverage, ECX Handbook, FRX Handbook, and HFX Handbook. And let me look at, okay, hold on. There's a strategies handbook. I'm scrolling. This one here just has me scrolling over. Table of contents. It shows HFX on item number 10.
Okay, I'm not sure. Let me go back, Mr. Ron.
But this is it's just showing the strategies handbook on that one. And I scrolled all.
Okay. All right, so Mr. Ron, so I'm at the front of the page right now. Just log me out. Here we go.
So
okay, So let me share my screen back.
Okay,
Sorry about this. So
Uh-huh.
Mr. Ron, go ahead and look at my screen. Do you see this
Let me pull it up.
underneath globe? Do you see right here this icon underneath globe?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Click that.
That's
Click
what
that.
I did. That's the one I clicked
Okay.
on.
Now
Mhm.
when you click that, do you
Yeah.
see this box that popped up?
That's what came up right there.
Exit out. Now, do you see academies? Now do you see HFX?
I see that. Now you have to exit out of that one box.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Let me do that.
Now, do you see HFX Academy?
Hold on just a second. And you say exit out of that one. Let me scroll all the way down. There it is right there. Yep.
Now,
HFX. Got it.
now underneath HFX, do you see the third one that says Hourglass?
1, 2, 3. So do I click on the HFX?
Yes, click on HFX.
Okay.
Now,
Yep,
the
I did
third,
it. Yeah, there it is right there.
there you go,
And
Mr.
then-
Ron. So go ahead and save that on your favorite screen, Mr. Ron, so
Okay.
you have access.
All right.
Hopefully everybody did get that as well. But again, guys, I want you to really come over here and really, really come over here to Dr. Joshua Lee and Brandon
Okay.
Boyd.
Okay.
Okay. Now, they should be explaining this. I want to make sure they're explaining this, guys. Give me a second.
Finally got it.
Okay, yes, they are. So it's towards the end. Towards the end, guys, they're explaining it. They're really going
This
into
is going to be
detail. Let's look
huge.
here,
This
see
is
what's
going to
going on.
really be a game changer to help keep you focused on the right direction. Okay, there are times with the current algorithms, times where, as you can see with this particular put score, we have a down arrow and prices still kind of moving in the upward direction. And so some of the new rules, we're actually integrating well over 30 different variables that to ultimately identify the primary price movement direction. And it will still have a scoring system.
Okay.
Be able to see more of them.
So yeah, guys, definitely look at this.
So as Brandon mentioned, added silver, which is
So definitely look at this tonight, guys. I think I'm going to actually be studying this video tonight again as well. So if you want to, study it with me, just let me know. Shoot me a text. Probably after the live trading call in an hour. But if we don't have any other questions, guys, I want you to go grab some food, get you something to drink, get a snack, whatever. Get your mind right, because we will be trading in about 50 minutes. We had an amazing session earlier today. If you tapped into my 2 p.m. Eastern session, we went 4-0. Some individuals went 7-1, whatever the case may be. It was an amazing session, guys. So definitely, focus up, get your mind right. Go ahead and feed your body. And I'll see you guys in 50 minutes back on Zoom to catch a bag. All right. I appreciate you guys coming to sessions today. Thank you, Mr. Ron. Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you, Kevin.
All right,
thank you. Thank you, Tashana. Thank you, Mr. Gerald. Thank you guys for really taking this serious. I'll see you in 50 minutes on Zoom.
Thank you.
Chick.
All right.
Take care, guys.